Greetings. Yeah, so it's just what it is. Let's clear the energy out. I'm not burning sage. I've burned enough sage today. So it seems that we've come to the first. It's the first of the month. Get up, wake up. And we have a reader who has identified the earth sign. And it's what it is. It's past life energies following the earth angel. And it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. The pathway of hell would be paved with good intentions by helping those demons, and it would be the earth signs, and I can't do anything about that. They used earth magic, well, and it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. It would stem from the root worker. It's just what it is. They already told you I drank the poison and nothing happened, so I'm not telling you anything that you haven't already heard from the tarot readers. As far as the root work, we're healing nicely. We're healing nicely. You're not supposed to heal from shit like that, and it's just what it is. However, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care. It's what it is. You have to love them and let them go. If they make it out of the underworld, then they make it out of the underworld. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. It is an earth sign. You know the problem that they have. Did I leave the water running? Oh no, that's a bird. I have a bird in the window. I thought I left the water running. That's freaking. What is that dripping? It's a cheap. Anyway. So it would seem that some personality disorders with a possession or a closed heart chakra have been identified. It's what it is. It's just everything happens in divine right time. It's what it is. It's what it. And I'm telling you, when I'm sitting there listening to tarot and blaming the Capricorn energy on my son just to see what she would do. And this was years ago. I've found 5 more since then. I've found 5 more devil Capricorn since then. And it's what it is. I can't do anything about those dark entities working through individuals. And I would assume with the moon representing the subconscious, they all stem from a ringleader, devil in a blue dress. Who knows? I don't know. I don't care. I just don't care anymore. It's just what it is. And I hope you can understand that. It's what it is. I posted on Facebook, and it's like, $1 to the first person who can't guess why the fuck I picked Reiki for entity removal. Just what it is. We had a nice lunch, so excuse me for the for the indigestion talking about entities working through earth signs. It is. I did. Maybe that's my karma because I titled it as another episode of Our Stomach Turns like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives with all their children, and I can't do anything about a bunch of demonic exes recruiting haters doing root work on people to support children. I can't do anything about that. It has nothing to do with me. I don't know them. I never met the children. I mean, some of them, but it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything. Fucking who's going to believe that shit anyway, right? That's why we come to our platform, and it's where they gather up their haters. However, generally, when you tell the truth, you shame the devil. And then their evil ways come to the light, and it's just what it is. It's just what it is. 333 is always going to be a significant number in any of the readings. I've told you that. I woke up to, oh my God, this motherfucker's not real. Like the Court of Owls had just entered to my body. It's what it is. It's just what it is. Thank you for that. Yeah, Miss Moore. Imagine that. Anything is Demi Moore from Ghost. It's what it is. And I'm telling you, with that Gemini energy that summoned the jinn, that is a past life energy. They talk about angels, demons, and the jinn are protecting Pisces that walks between the worlds. How would they be protected? Well, they would be taking over the vessel, I suppose, bringing themselves into the light, and then getting triggered. I guess. I mean, I don't know. You would have to tell me. You'd have to tell me. It's just what it is. I'm a very firm believer on how you guys have paranormal experiences and no one believes you. And that's fine. I leave witnesses that no one ever fucking believes again. So it's what it is. They live. They always live. And me too. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. You already have some fun? Let's have some fun. That makes my day. That really does. It does. That makes my day. Because y'all have had many readers talking about a witch doing root work. And yeah, I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you and tell you I don't set them up. I know what they're going to do before they do it. I'm a firm believer that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. They'll form that shit, but it never prospers. It doesn't. That's my dark side. And I tell you, you give them plenty of rope to hang them. You tell them it's not going to work, and then they do it anyway. And that's been years. That's fucking. But it's what it is. I mean, how are you going to bring justice to something that doesn't happen until divine right time when you're dealing with witchcraft and shit? It's just what it is. Keep them out of your field. Keep protected. Forgive them. Let them go, and then it all comes out in the wash. And it's what it is. And that's from my other channel. I mean, we've talked about that over and over again, how my other channel reading tarot, just we uncovered some things. And it generated some haters. It did. It did. Anyway, she said it. And we've already talked about it. It's past life energies following Pisces. That's why I got into past life regression, to figure out some of these weird ass things. And I don't talk to a professional half-wit. I just don't. They end up not being able to understand and then have a deluge in their state. Thank you for that. I appreciate that notification. Anyway, it's just what it is. And I don't hold a grudge. They can't hold their water, so it's what it is. Some of these people can't hold their liquor, and some of them just can't hold their water. However, some of them seem to be possessed. So let's check out a destiny read, shall we? It's just what it is. I mean, when you've got the readers talking about, these individuals are, we know how it's going to end. God is in charge, and it was a spiritual test, and they all failed. My participation in the situation, I knew she's going to poison me, so I drank it. That's going to fuck people up. Their entire life has been turned upside down ever since. And readers have already told you. They've told you there's an earth angel out there that did it. So it's what it is. Until they come forward, I'm going to go ahead and take that with receipts. It's kind of fucked up when you got receipts. It's got them all in a buzz. It's just what it is. Thank you for that, Spirit. Sweet. Never play with tarot readers. We're divinely protected. And I don't want to make a big deal out of it because they already are. But when you have... If I can transfer positive angelic Reiki, you don't think these individuals with those entities, dark entities, whatever the fuck these girls are talking about, I'm telling you, I have seen them. Whether you believe it or not, I don't give a fuck. Go talk to Billy Corgan. Go talk to people that have had experiences. It's just what it is. Nobody believes them either, and I'd rather hang out with them because variety's the spice of life. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I'm the first one to be a spokesperson because I have classes that take time to develop your ability to see them. You invest the time, you see them. It makes it a whole world of difference. But, I mean, come on. That's why they keep people dumbed down in the Matrix. When you Google the average human attention span, the shit says 8 seconds, right? How are you going to go from an average sheeple of 8 seconds to investing in yourself 10 minutes a day? You're just not going to fucking do it. That's what it is. If you were, you already would have. So I'm not stressing the Unicorn Gateway being closed to these people. That's what it is. And I don't mean to be an asshole, but the gifts are a blessing and a curse. When you put that much time, effort, and energy into Reiki for astral sight activation, and then it happens, you're going to see shit that people couldn't believe. It's what it is. Confirmation. What do we got? 9:30 on the clock. That's what it is. And you're going to attract higher vibrational beings, attract higher vibrational entities. Lower vibrational beings attract what? Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. It's simple enough. Thank you, Spirit. What is the problem? They got other people involved. They took the devil's bait. Fucking left hand protection. Like the devil's going to help these people out. Thank you, Spirit. And it's what it is. I mean, come on. The devil is the negative side of the atom. It's just what it is. I freaking read Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil and go from there. Anyway, right? Did they get a bunch of people into a situation? Yes. Are they doing ritualistic spell work? Yes. Is that shit unforgiven? Absolutely. It's forbidden magic. I can't do anything about that. People aren't even supposed to know about that shit, yet there's classes on fucking YouTube to go and learn, and they go right to the wrong thing. It's the only thing they care about. But why? You would have to ask them. That's a them problem. Look at that. No new beginnings. That's what we will be focusing on. And I mean, that is the alarming part to all of this with psychic protection and energy protection and 12D shields and, all of these words that you can go and do the research of how to do them, what they do, what their benefits are. Great. Then that means if they are using these entities to attack everything that Pisces loves, then Pisces is protected and everything I love isn't. And it's what it is. You just love everything unconditionally. And they just fucking, they're the haters that are recruited. I can't do anything about that. Yeah, it's that lone wolf energy. It's just what it is. Thank you, Pisces Kingdom, talking about the lone wolf energy shining. It's just what it is. When they're using dark entities on a bunch of karmics around me that don't care, they won't invest in themselves. It's what it is. And you tell them, but they don't. That's the problem with awakening people. It's not that they don't want to hear the information. They just don't want to hear it from you. They want someone else to tell them. They want the 6 o'clock news to tell them. They want someone else. They want edification. If they're not narcissistic personalities triangulating, then they're empaths that edify. Simple edification. Hey, you know what? Did you hear what she said? I really agree with that. How do you awaken someone? Man, I heard something today that was interesting. And then you throw a couple facts in their bubble. You just shut up. You don't fucking talk about this. They don't understand. You're talking spiritual language. Cool. That's like taking a cowboy and sitting them down. That's like going and getting someone that only speaks fucking bare minimum English and put him in front of Telemundo on the TV. They can see the soap opera. Everybody's laughing and having a good time. The only word they understand is Telemundo, Pepsi. They'll understand the soda, but they don't understand anything else that's going on. So it's best to wait until they find something that sparks their attention, something that they're consciously aware of, something that they resonate with. And when you see them light up with an interest, they only give a fuck about themselves. You slide a couple facts through their bubble and they won't block it out. And then they'll absorb that information. And then it gets the ball rolling and you let nature take its course after that. Right? The same way that works, the same way they work on the baneful magic of shit. I can't do anything about that. And more people go that direction because they do shady shit. Ask them. Simple enough. Yeah, we're relaxing. It's just what it is. Patience is needed, Pisces. However, I've said it twice today just to hear another reader say, you will witness their karma. It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's what it is. These readers are absolutely sick and tired of hearing the Pisces Capricorn saga, and it's what it is. I mean, I've got one with one leg down the road. It's what it is. What are they constantly doing? On the internet, talking shit. So anything they can do to sabotage anything that you've got going on, because they can't stay. They're a roofer. They can't climb a ladder and stay on a roof. They fall off a roof because they wanted to be a roofer and then can't stay on the fucking roof. So it's what it is. Not my problem. It's a them problem. It's what it is. They took the wrong risk. Taking risks is upside down. You shouldn't be getting on a fucking roof if you can't stand on it. It's what it is. And then sitting on the sidelines. It's what it is. Right? And I mean, you've got too many readers that are calling these individuals out left and right over jealousy, envy, whatever the fuck, right? And then they're pissed off 1444 because they don't care. until they get caught. And then they're mad at you for what they were doing to you, Pisces. That's what it is. I don't give a fuck. Now you've got every reader on the planet talking about them possessed with borderline personality issues. Look at that. And being diligent at it. Recruiting haters. That's what it is. You're talking about people that want to shut the location off on their phone and can't realize that they've now they've put so much negative energy into the divine collective that readers are pulling their name out of a hat through the Akashic records. That's what it is. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. They don't have access to their own Akashic records. That's why they're shocked when fucking Pisces ancestors pull the rabbit out of the hat. It's no fun when the rabbit has the gun. Pleasure is upside down. The pleasure seekers, it's not fun anymore. It's what it is. I mean, to have that energy of obsessed demonic energies that have followed the Leo rising earth angel energy, the sun. They're attracted as fucking moths to a flame. Okay, great. I can't do anything about that. Right? However, putting that business all over the Tarot Collective, great. Thanks for advertising my 5-star reviews. 3 things you cannot hide. The Pisces sun, the Gemini moon, and the Leo rising truth with Aries and fucking Venus. Come on now, that's God's secret weapon. That's the morning star energy, right? And what are you going to get? Polarity of that? Oh, Lucifer was the morning star. Well, if you do your research, the devil's working through Pisces toxic X because Jesus was known as the morning star too. However, we all know how it ended for him as well, don't we? A lot of persecution energy in the cards, huh? You think they're trying to do history repeating itself? Nope, no further actions. It's just what it is. Nothing they can do about it. Nothing they can do about it. They could have had Jesus, but they would destroy the situation, and they ended up with Shiva, the god of destruction. Look at that. Releasing that shit and letting it go. It's just what it is. Every ending is a new beginning. So, you guys are doing an amazing job. Just what it is. I can't do anything about that. That's the thing. That's kind of the irony of it. Is they do all of this shit in the background and because they don't believe in our spiritual gifts. But yet, then when they find out how good you guys are, including myself, oh God, the fight is on. The spiritual war has taken a new level. There's levels to this shit. Anyway. It's just what it is. Good to know. Good to know that, we've already identified that it was Pisces toxic X with the devil working through them. And now that they have recruited haters, because, that's the thing is you got to keep in mind, energy cannot be destroyed, only transferred. So when you have someone that is building up that negative energy and then recruiting haters and transferring that hate, that good old murky, nasty, degrading, life-destroying hate. It's what it is. Pathway to hell is paved with good intentions. They had good intentions on helping these demons out. And now they're like, oh, shit, look what we've got stuck in. Yeah, they're stuck in hell. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. I'm going to go walk my dog. While the devil is working through Pisces toxic X, I'm going to be working a fucking leash on a dog. Namaste.